Hold the phone. Welcome back.
Hello, everyone. We are at a point of controversy.
Yes, we are.
Right
so
now.
let's just go ahead and intro the show now.
All right, welcome back to the Faculty Lounge podcast, everybody. This is episode 95. John J over here, along with Anonymous, a.k.a. Stick Boney, but the pockets is fat like Tony. Nah, no pun intended. You'll see why in a moment.
Yeah. Yeah, man, because wow.
Hey, so make sure y'all follow us on all social media at The Faculty Lounge. That's DA Faculty Lounge. Make sure you check out the YouTube. That's youtube.com/Faculty Lounge. SoundCloud.com/Faculty-Lounge. Spotify, search Faculty Lounge, and we'll pop right up.
Hey, man, and if you're on, I saw this on the video my son was watching the other day.
Okay.
If you're on YouTube right now,
Smash that like
and
button.
you see that red subscribe button, that means you're not subscribed. So hit that red subscribe button and turn it gray.
Smash that like button and subscribe and share.
Yeah.
I don't need your likes, fool. I would like I would like your likes, but I don't need them.
And I will comment on your comments. And I would like your likes.
and we love getting in the comments. So if you comment, we gonna be there.
All right, man. So you say J. Cole is the new of the new, right? The second coming of the new generation. He's one of the best, right?
Yeah.
And then I say, can we take a second to acknowledge Jay-Z's curation? Mm-hmm. And then you said, what?
I did. I did.
You say Jay-Z's curation is
All right, so let me explain myself here. Right? Name me. Let's see if you can give me a handful. A handful of sincere Hove records. Like vulnerable, emotional content type records.
See, that's not what I was talking about.
I'm getting somewhere though. I'm getting somewhere.
All right. You say Song Cry ain't that.
It's the most disingenuous attempt at being genuine I ever heard.
I mean,
that's like saying
Jiggle what?
Hey.
H to the Izzo? We got
You Must Love Me is one. That's off In My Lifetime Volume 1.
Can't Knock the Hustle.
Can't Knock the Hustle. Hard Knock Life.
Yeah.
Then he got one off Black Album. I can't remember which one. Maybe Allure. But
Ape
Allure,
Shit.
That's the Carters though. That's
All this shit off 444.
But I would argue that's a different artist altogether. But
yeah, because he killed Jay-Z. He killed Jay-Z on the first song.
Yeah. So, all right, the reason why I brought that up is because when it comes to curation, right?
Yeah.
An artist.
Yeah. Let me see what you got to say.
An artist is usually curated around something. Now, don't get me wrong. It worked for Jay-Z for as long as it could, right?
Mm-hmm.
How the music was engineered not to provoke you to feel anything in particular outside of the normal feel-good feels, but it wasn't provoking.
It was motivational. It was very provoking. It was
very
motivating.
Look, when I say provoking, I don't mean like he didn't make you want to get up and go and get you some money.
Yeah, that's what he provoked.
Well, I guess when I look at it that way, it's like, and I look at the lineage of artists that I've grown to enjoy. When you speak of curation, it's like Jay-Z is like, I wouldn't put him in the top of those lists.
Well, I guess what I meant by curation was he went and got Just Blaze. He went and got Kanye West. He went and got J. Cole.
I thought Dame went and got Kanye West.
It was Dame?
Yeah. And Memphis Bleak went and got Jeezy and Rick Ross.
Well, it's still sad.
He went and got Bleak though.
Maybe
he went and got Bleak.
Maybe I misspoke. Maybe it wasn't Jay-Z's curation, but it was Rockefeller Records curation.
Because it was a team around.
Because Rockefeller Records curated some of the greatest.
Yeah.
You got everybody from in Chicago alone. You got everybody from Kanye West to Vic Mensa.
Yeah.
You know
now I give it to. That's it. I give it to Rockefeller Records.
Yeah.
I wouldn't attribute the whole thing to Jay-Z.
I just say Jay-Z because Jay-Z is the face of the record label. You know,
Understandable.
You got Emery, you got Tata, so you got the guys that's been there since before Dame Dash came around, and they still there, and they still. I mean, but just think about all the millionaires that Jay-Z has made.
True.
And you don't become a billionaire without making a lot of people millionaires.
I mean, the Insane Clown Posse are millionaires.
But Jay-Z didn't make them millionaires.
No, but I'm saying,
I'm
like,
not even finna touch on that topic.
No offense to the Juggalos. Much respect to y'all.
All right.
But we talking apples and oranges here. Like, they're millionaires, but they're no Jay-Z.
No, Jay-Z's a billionaire, though. He made millionaires.
Right. I mean, I could see Tech Nine making it at some point.
Yeah, Tech Nine could get there.
And he is like the black ambassador for Juggalos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I really got into Tech Nine off of hanging out with some Juggalos.
Yeah.
And, like, Tech Nine is one of the coldest rappers ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so I like this curation thing you talking about, because when I think of curation, right, now, high-level curation, you already know my affinity for Kanye.
yeah.
Like, when it comes to high-level curation, man, you pop in Graduation, or I think Late Registration and 808s were the greatest examples of very, very high production value and curation from Kanye.
How you going to forget the one album?
What, Dark Twisted?
Yeah. That's the Great American Rap album.
Kinda. But the reason why I picked 808s and Late Registration is because the types of songs that were on those albums, like, these were when he was hiring symphony orchestras to play his beats back.
Bruh, the man got Charlie Wilson, Elton John, Kid Cudi.
I'm not talking about
all
vocalists.
on the same song.
I ain't talking about vocalists. I'm talking
with the little Asian violin girl.
I'm talking about.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes, Miri Ben Ari.
Yeah.
The hip hop violinist.
Yeah.
Of course I know. I'm just talking about, like, if you go back and listen to what's the name? Listen to Late Registration. I can't think of a song offhand, but it's just like, man,
Barry Bonds.
after the symphony shit was over, the symphony shit didn't come back. But you had symphony instrumentation in 808s and Heartbreak. And it was like, man, you really have to sit up and conduct and play and arrange your shit for these people to play it how you want it. And for it to be an orchestra.
I've been in the studio with musicians, and it's kind of just like, hey, listen to this. I freestyle.
Okay.
You like a lot of these arrangers, they just chopping up freestyles from different musicians and putting them together.
But you get my meaning of how, like, when you talking about a Kanye, it's a whole nother level of making music.
Like, Kanye is no Duke Ellington. Like,
No,
Duke Ellington was actually
not.
right now.
Of course
like,
not.
if you come to Duke Ellington, like, I play the trumpet, he's gonna say, play the trumpet for me.
Yeah.
And whatever you do the best, he's gonna actually write that into your music.
So your best can be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, compared to rappers and producers, Kanye West is known for high levels of curation as far as conceptualizing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I guess who found that, who saw that,
was Dame Dash.
yeah, it was Rockefeller Records. How you say?
Champagne Dame. Champagne Dame.
Yeah, because, like, so you say Late Registration, and I say Dark Twisted Fantasy because Dark Twisted Fantasy had the same level of, like, curation and samples and features as Scorpion. You know, and Scorpion had everybody from Plies
And
to
that's
Michael
weird,
Jackson to...
Because you're not a big Drake fan, but you hold Scorpion in some kind of regard.
Because it's 25 songs.
Yeah.
And it's like 1,000 features on this. You got Michael Jackson, Plies, and like 15,000 other motherfuckers on this album.
So you know why I don't put Dark Twisted Fantasy in there?
Why?
Because I listened to Kanye talk about Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like, at some point, he got fed up with people saying that was his best work. And he was like, man, that shit was cookie cutter Kanye. Like, it was very easy. Like, very easy songs, very easy concepts, woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, is that why I like Yeezus so much? Because Yeezus was not an easy project to make. I don't think Late Registration was easy to make. The kinds of songs that he had to write, like Roses and shit,
yeah,
that's not easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you go to 808s, those songs are not easy.
I mean,
and his mama just died.
So it was such a cookie cutter, easy album to make because it was his fantasy.
Well, nah,
this is what's inside of your head all the time.
When
you go to Starbucks and see the little cute chick in Starbucks. This is what's going through your mind. You know what I'm saying? And she walks up like, you're Kanye West.
I guess when
and you say to yourself, man, no one man should have all this power. You know what I'm saying?
I guess when he said that, what he meant was,
you go to Target and, you know what I'm saying, just drones of people coming at you and you trying to get some socks and drawers.
Yeah.
And you like, man, I'm a motherfucking monster. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what's going on in your head. This is his dark, twisted fantasy. You know?
I think
that's why it was so easy to
I think he was saying that he didn't have to go outside of his comfort zone to make those songs.
Because your fantasies are in your comfort zone.
I don't know, man. Some people got some sick and twisted fantasies. Not dark and twisted. Sick and twisted.
Yeah. I
don't want to know. Nah, but yeah. So I brought up Kanye because there's a hierarchy when you talk about curation. You got Lupe up there. You got Eminem up there. And I say Eminem more for the way the character has been fleshed out over these albums. Like, you know how Jay-Z had the font, the Jay-Z font, like the J, the dash, and the Z, and then he took the Z out. I mean, the dash out.
Yeah.
You know, like that.
The dash through the whole thing.
Yeah. But when you see Eminem, it's like, man, they find new and creative ways to write Eminem every time. And I'm like, man, I wonder who thought of that and put that on this cover. Like, when I think about curation, I think about the little things. Like, man, what made Kanye want to have the bear walking out of the gymnasium in the dark? What made Eminem want to turn the E backwards? What made whoever else? What made Lupe want to talk about like the whole Cool Young thing?
Yeah, Michael Young.
Yeah, like these are the examples of curation when you say that.
And like Tetsuo and Youth, it's like a whole.
Or when I was listening to Bitch Bad, it's like the whole album was pretty much about that.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I mean, I was listening to Reggie Gone Wild or Red Gone Wild.
Yeah.
That's a great album.
Absolutely.
Like, man, I was listening to it like 2 days ago. And I was like, man, this is so good.
Yeah, because you was listening to Blow Trees, right? And wasn't that your song? Yeah. But yeah.
So I was listening to Buju Banton, and then that took me into Bob Marley.
Yeah.
And then I heard Sun is Shining, and I was like, oh, yeah, this was my favorite song off of Redman's album. Then it took me back to Redman, which took me to Talib Kweli, which took me back to Nina Simone.
You're on a journey of fine artists, highly tuned at artistry, right? So when you say Jay-Z, the knee-jerk reaction is what? Because when you say that, I'm thinking about all them other people that you named.
Yeah.
Like Jay-Z raps very good.
But it wasn't, I misspoke. It wasn't Jay-Z's curation. It was Rockefeller Records curation and team building.
Yeah.
Because they built a crazy team.
Twista was playing power forward.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But J. Cole is still a Rockefeller artist, right? He's still a Rock Nation artist, right?
Yeah, I think J. Cole is still with Rock Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He brought him in on Blueprint 3, A Star is Born. And when I heard that verse, I was like, man, who the hell is this dude?
Yeah.
And it's like, he had Drake on that album too. With whatever, We Off That. So Drake was on We Off That, and then J. Cole was on Star is Born. And it was like, man, I knew, like, man, whatever dude is doing, whoever that guy is, he's nice. Like when I first heard Big Sean.
Well, Drake was cold, though. Remember 09 Drake?
Yes, I do.
Like, that guy was cold.
Look,
cold.
I don't know if you remember, but I was a huge Drake advocate. This is before we seen his face or got familiar with an image or persona.
Yeah.
Just when he was killing verses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this dude right here is the nigga. And everybody was like, man, he ain't shit. Wayne, I'm like, all right.
But Wayne was the master of the universe at the time.
At the time, true. But I'm like, I'm trying to tell everybody, like, man, whoever this is, I don't know his name. I don't know what I don't know who he is. But he got something. And he came through and destroyed, man. And I think that even though he came through and destroyed, J. Cole is the better artist because even though Drake is fantastic at curation,
Yeah.
like he's
when you start paying ghostwriters, you're curating.
he's the best of the best when
You're
it comes
curating.
to. Now, when I talk about Drake's curation, I'm talking about advertising and rollout.
All right.
Like he's the best at that shit.
Well, he was the first one with the. If you're reading this, it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was like the first album I could think of that just popped out. Or was Lemonade? Did Lemonade come out before that?
I don't quote me because I don't know.
I know it was Lemonade, and if you're reading this, it's too late. Those are the first two albums that just like
because it came
popped
after
out,
Take
and
Care.
Then they were like, "Hey, we dropped the album last night. Go check it out."
It was Take Care. Nothing was the same, and then if you're reading this, it's too late.
Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah, but even
as far as the just like dropping the album and then doing the press run, like it ain't no.
So when I think about and this might be a misstep on my part, but I'm gonna say it anyway. When I think of Drake and J. Cole, you know what it make me think of?
Melo and LeBron.
Close.
Who?
You want to try again?
Drake and J. Cole.
Musically, and I'm talking about musicians.
I don't know.
Michael Jackson and Prince.
So who is J. Cole?
J. Cole is Prince.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
You see that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like Drake is the guy with the Pepsi commercials and the dancing.
And he does all the popular music. Yeah.
He's the popular guy.
Yeah, whereas Prince is his own thing.
And you know when Cole came out, he was making all them beats.
Yeah. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was saying about Rockefeller Records. And how you asked me last week, I think off camera, you asked me,
What we talking about?
has there ever been a producer, rapper, who wasn't a good rapper?
Oh yeah, a bad producer that got on as a rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the answer is no, because the question was, have we ever heard
a bad producer rapper, right?
And the answer is no.
Yeah.
Because if you're a bad producer rapper, you're just not gonna get on. Dame Dash is not gonna find you.
We done heard plenty of bad rapper producers.
Yeah.
But not too many bad producer rappers.
Yeah, because if you're bad at rapping as a producer,
you're
probably gonna give up.
Yeah.
Because like if you have the ear to hear and you hear yourself being bogus, you're gonna give up.
Just looking in the mirror like, man, this shit trash.
Ain't nobody got to be there for you. But you gonna figure that shit out yourself.
We started this whole conversation because Anonymous said he wanted to put some respect on Jay-Z name, and I was saying J. Cole is the best of the new, and I wholeheartedly believe that because when KOD started making sense to me, I realized, like, man, this is one of the greatest albums ever written.
So what does KOD? KOD stands for King of Drugs?
King of Drugs, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you listen to the intro, they explain the whole thing.
Yeah, and all the drugs, money and sex and it's not just cocaine and weed.
Yeah, but I don't think I heard that level. The only project that I can think of in recent memory with that level of songwriting and song structure would have to be the Allegory. Royce shit.
So the album of the decade for me is the one that I keep going back to, man.
Now you know it's on record.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I picked for album of the decade.
So I picked All American Badass.
All right, you did.
And All American Badass.
I don't think it's that great of an album.
Man,
it's good. It's not great though.
I can listen to it back and forth. Like it's got that whole Jamaican Brooklyn thing in it. And then it's got the teaching the kids. And then it got that one pop song. And it got, you know what I'm saying? Like it has everything it needs. It's a complete album. You know?
I think the beats let me down at some point on there.
The beats
and the features, like the Homeboy cuts.
There wasn't none. It was
yes,
like
it was.
Schoolboy Q.
Yes, it was.
It was.
Yeah, he had his homies on there. The homies wasn't
on maybe one song.
Yeah, it was one song, and it's like that one song started a tumultuous.
But it was like track 17 out of 18.
Yeah.
No, it was like track 11.
No.
When
I think of quintessential albums, I think of front to backers.
That to me, it's a front to back.
Okay. Well, that's subjective anyway. So
yeah.
But I don't even remember my album of the decade.
All American Badass was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to J. Cole. Shout out to Joey Badass. Shout out to everybody that at Rockefeller Records that shaped our childhood.
Yeah.
Shit.
I was thinking about Brooklyn, man.
Where do the best rappers come from?
Brooklyn. Because you got, you got Talib Kweli. You got Mos Def.
Yeah.
You got Joey Badass. You got Jay-Z. You got Biggie. You got Lil' Kim.
You got Uncle Murder.
like all these rappers I named, and I kind of feel like y'all gonna shoot the messenger, but I kind of feel like they go in that order. Like Talib Kweli and Joey Badass definitely above Jay-Z, definitely above Biggie.
And what? And what?
And like lyricism.
Biggie is on the top of that list. Period.
Over
all of them. Yes.
He doesn't have enough work, man.
He got enough lyrics though.
He doesn't have enough work.
Look. All right, the reason why. Let me tell you the reason why.
And
this is not a rap show.
As a Lupe stan, Talib Kweli is the only rapper that Lupe is scared to go up against.
He ain't scared of Tariq?
Nope. You should start something.
Ooh.
Hey, Black Thought.
Hey, neither one of these. Neither one of them. They don't care, man. They don't care. Nobody cares. I wish they cared.
Hey, our Philadelphia, Pennsylvania brother.
Oh, okay. I think my album of the decade was Watch the Throne, I think.
That's weed.
Nah, it wasn't. I got my list, but I don't have my album. I got my album list, but not my album.
You know what I heard finally, like last week? Compton.
No, I think it was Dark Twisted Fantasy was my album of the decade. Compton was great. Compton was fantastic.
I did not like Compton.
How did you listen to it?
In the car.
Oh, yeah. You listened to it wrong.
I listened to it in the car. I was doing my food delivery service.
Get them?
By myself, smoking my reefers, chilling. And it was just like, nigga, gun, plow.
No, you didn't listen to it right, bro.
Gun, nigga, gun, plow.
I want you to get them fancy JBL headphones that you got, and I want you to find something with a headphone jack and put the headphone jack in there and then listen to Compton. It's different.
I couldn't get past the lyrics.
What about the beats, though, man?
Oh, the beats was horrible.
Oh, my God. What?
Oh,
man. Hear this man.
There was nothing with a bop or a groove.
Oh, man.
Now, the beats, don't get me wrong.
Wait.
The beats were crystal clear.
So all falls back on me with BJ the Chicago Kid wasn't your jam.
Nah.
Oh, man.
There was nothing on the album that said, "Oh, I gotta replay this before I get to the next song."
See, but this is something you do. Cause last week you was batting 1,000. Now you couldn't hit the broadside of the barn. It's just ebbs and flows. I get it now. Okay, makes sense.
Ebbs and flows. Where do you get this vocabulary from, bro?
Miss Hannah Meyer.
But man, yeah, Compton was not it for me, man. And I knew it wasn't going to be it for me.
For those of y'all watching, please, if you listen to the Compton album, because that was a great point of contention for Dr. Dre fans. A lot of people didn't like Compton at all.
I did not. I'm one of those guys.
But
I didn't even know.
Most of the people that people like now was on Compton.
That don't mean
like
that.
No. I mean, as fresh artists, and they put on hell of a performance. Like Anderson .Paak's performance on Compton is noteworthy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? BJ did his thing. All the characters you expect to show up. Kendrick did his thing.
Yeah.
Even Ice Cube came through and showed out.
Yeah.
Exhibit came through and showed out. Eminem.
Ice-T was on it?
Nah. I said Ice-T
wasn't on it.
Nah.
Ice-T wasn't on it, but
Eminem,
Exhibit did his thing.
Eminem, The Game, everybody
Snoop
you would
wasn't
expect.
on there, right? Yeah, Snoop was on there. Yeah.
Somebody
that
wrote
song
them verses for Snoop.
Yeah, right? Yeah, he was cold. All right, Snoop verse was cold.
Yeah, you never heard Snoop rap like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that Compton was the album that people didn't want from Dr. Dre. Like how what's his face? What's the guy? Jay Electronica's album was.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't the album that we wanted. So a lot of people didn't like it.
Even J Electronica. You got Just Blaze, Kanye West, J. Cole, Vic Mensa,
And it's
J Electronica.
And it still wasn't a J. Cole album.
Nah.
Nah, but you know, I think that
man, Jay-Z, J Electronica, J. Cole, I see a trend here.
I think that the mistake was
J Records.
Shut up. I think the mistake that Dr. Dre had people waiting on Detox and put Compton out. I think that was the mistake.
I feel like Compton was a bad representation of Compton.
Yeah.
And it was like, if you're really trying to buy back the blocks and you're really trying to make the neighborhood a safer, better place to live, don't put out, 2016 Fuck the Police.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's not going to help Compton.
I don't know. I feel like it don't sound like you listen to it. It don't sound like you. It sound
the
like
whole album was just like.
From what you're saying, it sounds like we listened to two different albums.
It sounded like an NWA album.
I mean, it's about Compton.
Yeah, it's
like what else would he say?
I love the police.
Okay, so while we on music, let's talk about Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Juice WRLD. First of all, man.
Yeah.
I feel like we lost one of our greatest up and coming musical talents. I feel about him. I feel about Juice WRLD how I feel about like I feel about Herbo. Not from an ability standpoint, but just the fact that, man, I love watching them win.
Man, so once the Eminem song came out, I realized who we were dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
We're dealing with Nate Dogg. Like, he was going to be the next Nate Dogg.
Nah.
I think so, because he had bars. He could definitely freestyle his ass off, and he had bars. But when it came to them choruses for other motherfuckers,
I think Juice WRLD was going to be something.
Was there.
I think he was going to be something that we never seen before.
Like Jay-Z with the Nate Dogg?
No, like the black rocker, the black rock star that everybody claims to be. I think that he was that and had the ability to make rock music and have it translate.
I don't know, man. I was
you remember when I was talking about how emo music has come back, but through hip hop.
Yeah.
I think he was the one that was gonna carry that torch, and really make it a thing.
Yeah, because I mean, who else had tried? Well, everybody that's tried has died
or has grown.
Because like Uzi, right? Uzi was emo.
I think Uzi was riding a wave, so to speak. Like, he still make that kind of music.
Yeah. But so how is he riding the wave if he's still making that kind of music?
Nah, I think projecting the image. Like, his image has changed. The music is the same, but the image is different now. All that 666 upside down and all that shit.
He went from that to being like a blood, right?
Yeah, because he stopped coloring his locks and all of that stuff. Like, it's a different image now.
Yeah. But so you think it was just popular to get on with that, and then Juice was actually, because Juice was actually that guy.
Yeah,
he was actually popping all the pills and
as a Chicagoan, I regret not ever meeting him because I think he had
too big for us.
No, I'm not as a personality. I'm just talking about as a West Side nigga. Like,
he from Robbins,
I know, but we know niggas from Robbins. To never have bumped into him, in the circle of doing music.
But he was also 20.
I know. What? Let me just say it. I regret not meeting him because I think when you come across people like Juice WRLD, it's a level of different that most people ain't used to.
Yeah, because he was he said it posthumously. He said, "They say age ain't nothing but a number. And if it's just a number, then I'm much older."
Yeah.
You could tell. You could just sort of tell from people like that that they're wise beyond their age.
So how I was talking about how who did I say? I said Lil Wayne was Muddy Waters, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like hip hop is bringing back dead genres. So we got Rumor bringing back country. We got all of these rappers now, Lil Baby and them, bringing back blues music, right? I think Juice WRLD was bringing back rock and roll, rock and roll music.
Now, what's rock and roll? Is that Lil Richard or is that Elvis or is that?
So rock and roll is the building. Grunge is this apartment.
All right.
Hair metal is this apartment. Death metal is this apartment. Emo rock is this apartment. Grunge is this apartment.
So now, is it rock music or is it emo music? Because emo rock is a section of rock.
Yeah, it's a subgenre.
But emo music is also like Kid Cudi, right?
Well, I guess emo is a subgenre within a subgenre.
So no, it would have to be a genre within the subgenre, right?
Yeah.
Like the subgenre comes from emo rock.
Right. Let's not get caught in semantics.
Bigger,
but that's right.
It gets bigger.
Yeah, it's a genre within a subgenre, but it spans across all musical platforms.
Yeah,
because it's an emotion.
So it came out of rock.
Right. It's like happy. You know what I'm saying? Like happy is gonna be in every genre. Sad is gonna be in every genre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what does emo just means? Emotional?
Yeah, pretty much. So heartbreak, drug abuse, some country music can be considered emo to a degree.
So emotional is only dealing with sad and bad emotions.
Pretty much.
Emotional isn't,
because it's not emotional, it's emo.
Yeah. So what is emo?
Why don't you call emo?
I could.
Yep, we're gonna call emo, ladies.
I don't have my nipple on me.
I got the trap phone.
You got the trap phone?
Yeah, but it ain't gonna work.
Why not?
Because I got to change my SIM out.
Ah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you can Skype. Oh, he ain't got no Skype, do he?
No, he ain't got no Skype.
Well.
You gonna come back with that one?
Yeah.
But man,
we'll get back to it.
So we're in here and we're talking about me. I feel like we should just stop. Put this episode out as its own
as
thing.
the music show.
Yeah, and then come back because.
Well, let's continue and chop it later.
All right.
And this would be like a preview episode.
So we was talking about Kanye West, right?
So before we finish,
right.
one more thing in music, because we were on Dr. Dre, and this kind of flew under the radar, and I'm sad it did, because I think this would be a great, great battle. Juicy J versus Dr. Dre.
No.
I think that'd be a good fucking battle, man. I don't think people know the depth of Juicy J's talents.
So I was thinking
Of course, I think he'll lose, but that's why I think it's good, because it's like a given that he gonna lose, right? But when it's a given, because everybody knew Nelly was gonna beat Ludacris. Everybody knew Alicia Keys was gonna beat John Legend.
I didn't even know about that one. Who won?
I won. John Legend.
Yeah.
He put in work.
Yeah.
On her husband platform.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, how come Alicia Keys wasn't the second one?
Yeah.
You know? But you know who I would say is the other person I was putting up against Drake?
Who?
Kanye West.
Against Dr. Dre?
No, against Juicy J.
Oh, against Juicy J? Nah, hell no.
Kanye had beat him?
Nah, Kanye get spanked. Against Juicy J?
See, and I think Kanye had beat Dre.
All right, so look, you remember when I told you me and my brother did the battle of Kanye versus Jay-Z?
Yeah.
This is the one Achilles heel of Kanye West. Smashes.
Why?
It's not a lot of Kanye West smash records.
It's like, what, Gold Digger and Jesus Walks?
And that don't compare to Nigga What, Nigga Who and Izzo, even though it's produced by Kanye West.
I mean, it compare to Bands That Make Her Dance, though.
Nah, I don't. It really don't.
Jesus Walk won't go up against Bands That Make Her Dance.
Fuck no.
If you talking
Do you know
smash,
why? Do you know why? Because you've experienced it like I have. You've been drunk in a nightclub when Bands That Make a Dance come on, and you see what happens.
Yeah.
Imagine that happening in the comfort of your own home, and then Jesus Walks comes on. Just saying, man.
A Gold Digger or a Workout Plan or...
Popping My Collar.
Yeah.
Fuck the club up.
Yeah.
Sipping on some scissor.
Yeah. Right.
International Players Anthem. Like, come on, man. Juicy J too deep in this shit.
Yeah.
He too deep in this shit, man.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a whole lot of producers like top tier. I think Kanye West will fall under because his music for so long was so niche.
Yeah, because Juicy J was always popular music.
Yes, we gonna make smashes for the strip club.
Yeah.
Like, and the strip club will not be defeated.
No. Even Jay-Z, I was listening to 444.
Even J. Cole got a strip club song.
Yeah. I was listening to 444, listening to Story of OJ.
444 got a strip club song.
Because Nina Simone took me to Story of OJ.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I got to Jay-Z, and that's how we started this whole music shit today.
Right.
Was the Story of OJ.
I ain't mad at you.
You know, and yeah. He was talking about you know what's more important than throwing money at the strip club?
Credit.
Nothing's more important than throwing money at the strip club.
Hell no.
Like, the strip club is always going to be there.
Throw that money.
I got to go down to the A, though. I've never been to Atlanta. I got to go to Atlanta and experience the club, strip club, Waffle House. You know what I'm saying? No, not now. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
2022,
It was
yeah.
convenient. It was convenient.
But you know, like, maybe even before this coronavirus shit ends, I need to see the Pacific Ocean.
Are you worried about the perceived HIV epidemic and the gay mafia in Atlanta, the so-called gay mafia?
Oh, I'm not there for sex.
I didn't say you were. You might get, you know.
see, you can't. What you got? We said it last week that we stopped as American men. We stopped laughing at. Rape.
I didn't laugh.
You know,
because to a degree, when you say gay mafia, and then when you speak of male rape, there's a level of taboo involved.
Yeah,
and that can be scoffed at.
But I feel like it's the culture of laughing at any kind of rape, even though booty rape is a little funny.
It's not funny at all.
Yo,
it's not funny.
Like the what's the light skinned dude off Boondocks? He's scared to go to jail because he's scared of getting booty raped. The lawyer dude from across the street.
Tom?
Yeah.
Uncle Tom.
Tom's scared to go to jail because he was trying to call it. Because he's scared of booty rape.
No, I was just playing about the Atlanta thing. But Atlanta's a when I think about Atlanta, right, it's the crazy thing because when Atlanta really came out as
gay,
what it was, as what it was, like for real, like Outkast talked about it in codes, right?
Yeah. It's like Wu-Tang.
Ludacris made it look pretty, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Young Jeezy came out
and said it.
Like, hell no, nigga. Yeah, you coming down here for some welcome to Atlanta.
So some Southern comfort.
Right.
Some Southern hospitality.
Yeah.
You gonna get this dope in your arm.
You gonna get hot, nigga.
The dope in your vein.
Nah, but I thought about that, and yeah, I want to go to Atlanta, but I feel like Atlanta has been turned into every other town. Like, man, it's a tourist trap, and you have to search for the authenticity. That's why I always pick weirdo places to go to.
Yeah. I mean, if you watch enough documentaries and you want a black experience in America, you know who to go to.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
No, yeah. Don't downplay Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I'm not downplaying
I definitely want to go to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I don't want to go to Tulsa,
That's
Oklahoma.
on my list. Shouts out to Tulsa, Oklahoma, man. That fucking the Trump rally that never happened.
It happened. It just didn't happen on Juneteenth.
It happened on Juneteenth. It was supposed to be like 19,000 people in there.
Oh, yeah.
It was only 500 people there. You know? Mm-hmm. And shouts out to Tulsa, Oklahoma for standing up, you know, for Black Wall Street, man. And for everything that fucking rally stood for. They stood up against everything that rally stood for. You know?
Wait. So what did the rally stand for?
Bruh.
I don't know. I'm asking.
MAGA comes to Tulsa, Oklahoma on Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, fuck them. We here. We finna do this in their face on their holiday. My bank closed early on Juneteenth for this motherfucker to go to Tulsa, Oklahoma the city, the site of the bombing. I mean, well, they've bombed black people other places also. They bombed black people in Tulsa in the 30s, 20s. They bombed black people in Philly in the 70s. But what I'm saying is he went, you know what I'm saying, black people are just starting to wake up about Black Wall Street and what Tulsa, Oklahoma was for black people in America.
I always find that so weird because we've known about Black Wall Street since our teenage years.
We've known about the Gap Band. So I found out through the Gap Band. I didn't understand that Gap, G-A-P, is like Grand and Pulaski or whatever the name of the street that they grew up on. Is G and P. It was the street that they got together on.
Gap Band and SOS Band, man.
In Tulsa, Oklahoma. And you dropped a bomb on me. It's literally about the bombing. You dropped a bomb on me. That's Charlie Wilson. You know?
So I guess what I'm having trouble understanding is, because you know what my whole stance on everything that happens now, I think it's the weaponization of black emotion. And when you weaponize black emotion, you get something more powerful than a nuclear bomb. And whoever
crazy.
holds the bomb makes the rules.
You know, when you said black emotion, you know what the first thing that popped into my mind was?
Cardi B.
Pharrell, Happy.
Oh, I thought you was going to say it, Freddie Gibbs.
No, we're not going there. We're not going there on camera.
All right.
Not on camera.
All right.
Boy. So, you said black emotion, and I just thought of Pharrell Happy.
Yeah.
Like, what other black emotion do you know? Like,
well,
because like when I think of
black emotion can be provoked.
Like, I'm a huge Top Shotters fan, right?
Yeah.
But when I think of the country of Jamaica and this island, all I can see is smiling black faces in my mind. In my mind, that's what I see.
So I talked to two 15-year-old girls yesterday as I dropped them off at the mall. And we were talking about Karen.
All right.
Right? And I said, I wonder when they going to start dropping videos of the black Karen. Because the black Karen exists. Sharon. When they gonna start dropping them Sharon videos, right? So then we got into a whole thing, and these are two 15-year-olds, right? We in our 30s. So I purposely brought this up to get their perspective on what the black version of a Karen is, right? So we came up with unprovoked, uncontrollable, entitled, extremely rude black woman, possibly with colored hair. This is what we came up with, right? So when I think about that human, what creates this level of entitlement? What creates this level of ignorance? What creates this level of disregard for everyone else around, right? And I look at that as the weaponization of black emotion, because black emotion can be manipulated anytime. All you have to do is drop a couple keywords.
I mean, any emotion can be manipulated.
Black emotion,
in the same way.
Black emotion is different because black emotion, like Jewish emotion, is tied to a crime against humanity, a grave human injustice.
Yeah, but happiness.
But the difference is,
like, happiness is like the ignorance of not ignorance of the crimes against humanity, but like
atonement.
You forget when you're happy. You kind of forget about the evils done to you in your past.
I don't think you forget. I think you atone
for the moment. For the moment.
I don't even think it's for the moment. I don't think you ever forget. You just atone with the sins of the past.
No, like, so I don't want to knock you down right now.
Pause.
Emotionally.
Don't knock me down.
But, you know, you told me a couple weeks ago that you was having a great day. And then you thought about something, and it just fucked up your next day and the day after that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of that going on.
And, but while you were having that great day,
yeah,
those negative thoughts, those bad thoughts weren't in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were having that great day. You were just like happy. Now, it didn't come from, your happiness didn't come from a place of, would you say crimes against humanity?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your happiness came from living your life and being here, being present in the moment.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah. And that's exactly what I'm saying. When I talk about weaponized black emotion, I think about, see, I don't know if you've experienced this or not, because I don't know how many older black people like my parents' age that you got in your life. But Facebook has taken full advantage of their emotional plight and fully weaponized it.
Okay.
When I told you last week about the person that said, I give up my Second Amendment rights to get Trump out of the White House, that is weaponized black emotion. It's a nuclear bomb. Because if you get enough black people that's willing to give up their civil rights, because
to get him out of office.
Yeah, because of
when he's gonna be out of office anyway. Soon enough. Yeah.
Even if it's 4 more years, you wait 4 more years, you still got all your civil liberties.
Yeah, you got all your guns and no more Trump.
Yeah, like it's weaponized aggression, man. And I think
that's what it is. Thank you. That's what it is. It's aggression. It's not emotion. Because the only emotion that I have, you keep talking about black emotion.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about emo music. And the only emotion I'm thinking about is happiness. Like I'm in a rare happy place.
Well, I mean,
you know?
I mean that's when I say emotion, it encompasses all emotions, right? Because they can take.
But it's not emotion that you're talking about. It's aggression that you're talking about.
Aggression is an emotion.
Aggression is an emotion, but it's not all emotions.
I'm saying all black emotion can be weaponized because
love, happiness.
Yes.
How can you weaponize happiness?
It's like a chess game. You ever played chess before?
Yeah, I played.
So you have to think. Chess is the ultimate game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why chess is the ultimate game is because it can draw on all of your human emotions and use them against you, right? Love, happiness, pain, sorrow, remorse, regret, retribution, redemption. All of these things play out on the chessboard, right? Because it's how you work with the pieces that you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even if you're happy about this move that you just made, right? Mm-hmm. If I tell you, you could have moved a space further if it wasn't for woo, 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 that's going to ruin all that happiness that you just had. Because they're going to take you out of living in the present and take you back 500 years.
Yeah. I agree with what you're saying.
You could win the game.
And somebody could be like, well, you could have won earlier if you would have done this.
Exactly. And that's all it takes.
But yeah, I've always been the kind of person that says sex is for the bedroom. You know, like I don't need your agenda. I don't care who you're fucking. Just if I'm paying you to put this drywall up, put the drywall up. If I'm paying you to fix my tire, fix my tire.
You prefer ambiguity.
Yeah, and then you go fuck whoever you gonna fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's your personal thing. You know what I'm saying? Whereas
it's your preference.
Yeah. No, it's your personal.
Oh yeah, right.
That's
what I shouldn't know.
Yeah.
Because it's yours.
Yeah. Because I asked you to work this drill. Or to
pause. You keep up. Hey, you batting the 0 today, fam. Wow.
You know
how the tables turn.
But as far as emotions, man, emotions are personal. You know.
True.
So like to have somebody come and take your happiness away and replace it with aggression, you weren't holding on to your emotions personally. You know what I'm saying? That's your emotion. You're supposed to personally
but you say that
guard that.
But you can't say that because I mean you can say that, but you cannot put that impression into the world as if it's easy to do because
no, it's not easy to do.
Right. Because what you gotta realize is you're dealing with a group of people that have no history.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with your emotions where you don't even know where you come from?
Yeah.
It's the perfect storm.
Personally, that's how you deal with your emotions.
See, but
whether you know where you come from, whether you know
See, but that's not what you taught. You taught when you go to school that the history of your people began in servitude.
Yeah, and it's who you are.
You taught that it's everybody else's issue to deal with. You don't handle that internally. You go out into the street and tell everybody else, you have to make me happy.
All right, I'm going to blow your mind right here.
I'm ready.
Before you go to school, your parents are supposed to teach you how to count to 10. Your parents are supposed to teach you how to say your alphabet. So when you get to school, they're going to talk to you in these letters, in these numbers, because your parents already taught you.
So look, I have a teenage girl at home, right? She takes classes. She takes a class called AP Human Geography.
All right.
Right?
That's interesting.
It's as deep as it sounds.
Yeah.
But it's so shallow. So
black people come from the black part.
Exactly. So I tell you off camera what she said, because I'm pretty sure she don't want me to say this on the show.
Yeah.
But she's ran up against those kinds of issues where it was a blatant confliction with what I'm teaching her at home. And I'm like, when you feel like somebody's speaking about your so-called history or the so-called history of people that look like us, and you feel like it's unjust, it's your responsibility. Granted, even more, it's your right to say something about it.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm combating.
If you don't know your rights, it makes it harder to handle your responsibilities.
So as much as I teach her at home,
or it devalues your responsibilities.
As much as I teach her at home, she's still going out into the world where, to a certain degree, you want to fit.
Yeah. You got to fit.
Exactly.
In order to talk to 3-4 people, you have to be able to fit in.
So me and you, we have this table and these microphones.
Yeah.
So we can say whatever we want.
Man, we keep brushing up on it, man.
What?
Tables and microphones. And
We getting there. Let me finish this. All I'm saying is,
because I was
you teach your kids what they need to know at home, but you have to understand that the system that has been put in place to directly combat that.
Yeah,
and they
the
do
system,
a damn good job.
But the system that's been put in place was put in place by people. You know, like, this is people doing this.
But
like, we're the disobedient one. I was talking to
a person.
I was talking to a Muslim brother, right? And he was telling me about how humans have free will. So humans have the choice to disobey God. Like, nothing else disobeys God. Like, if the sun is supposed to come up every day where you're at, the sun is gonna come up every day where you're at. If the sun is only supposed to come up 6 months out of the year and stay up all 6 months, it's gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like in Alaska or the North Pole or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like the sun, like the trees, it don't matter how you feel on the inside as a human being. Like, those trees are gonna grow those leaves in the spring and they're gonna fall off in the fall every year.
I don't know if I agree with that.
What is there not to agree with? Is the sun not shining right now?
So look,
is there not leaves in the summertime trees?
What was the terminology that he said to you in the beginning?
Obedience.
What did he say? Say what he said again.
He say, so he basically said
humans are the only ones that can
that humans are the only ones that disobey natural law.
Okay, you said God at first. You didn't say natural law.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone can disobey God.
Yeah. You can't, with natural law.
All right, that makes more sense. But when you said God, I was like, I don't really know.
Well, God is natural law.
God created natural laws. Well, I guess when you say that, yeah, I kind of disagree. Because everything that you do, if you subscribe to the theory of God, everything that you do is written, right?
Everything that you do is under God.
Yeah, it's written, right? Through revelation or tribulation, your choices are already set for you. So
no. If your choices are already set for you, then how do you have free will?
Because it's revelation and tribulation. You have the illusion of free will.
So you think free will is an illusion?
Absolutely.
So you like one of these flat earthers?
No.
That think free will is an illusion and time is an illusion?
I definitely think time is an illusion.
Me too, though.
Yeah.
Low-key. But I'm not a flat earther, though.
Free will is definitely an illusion. I mean, because look. If you think that man is the reflection of God, right? What are we living in? We're living in the illusion of free will.
How?
Okay, so
we're the reflection of God.
So look, right? The behavior of man is the reflection of God's behavior, right? Some people subscribe to that.
No.
So I think that man tries to imitate what they think God is, right? So not they are what God is. They try to imitate what they've created in their mind to be God.
Yeah, and that's the thing about God, man being made in God's image, is that a man told us that.
Yeah, and so when I think about the concept of free will, I think about America, right? Like it's free will up until you start causing too many problems.
Yeah.
Then I have to create this illusion for you where you feel like you're choosing McDonald's or Burger King, but you eating a hamburger because that's what I want you to eat.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? So I think in terms of God, it's like, okay, you feel like you're doing something by being a rebel, going your own way and doing this and that. And you're going to end up where you're supposed to end up. By revelation or tribulation, you get to choose the path, but you don't have a choice in where you're going to end up.
So, I don't know, man. We have gone really far in this conversation.
I think this has been a Joe Rogan podcast.
And I've already made the cover art for this week's episode.
Well, let's get to it then.
All right, so
I don't think it's much to say.
You started talking about Kanye West, right?
Yeah.
And then Kanye West,
but all of this plays into it.
With his artist 2 Chainz, got a song called what? It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Damn, wait. Before we go any further, is that going to be Kanye's campaign song for the birthday party? The birthday song? Oh, my God. It's 2 Chainz hitting the campaign trail with Kanye West.
It's your birthday.
I don't know.
Bad bitch contest, you in first
place. All the party wants for his birthday is some big booty legislation.
Some big booty legislations. Wow.
Nah, yeah.
Libations and legislations.
But it seems like everything we've been talking about leads into this, though. We've been talking about the new guard as far as the young artists. We've been talking about free will.
I want to see that movie, The Old Guard on Netflix.
Yeah. I'm probably going to watch that tonight.
Yeah,
We've been talking about the new guard as far as artists. We've been talking about free will. We talked about
obedience.
We talked about hip hop.
Yeah.
I mean, it's leading into it.
Yeah.
Will Smith and Jada.
Hey, and Og.
And Augie, right. Look, to hear Will Smith say the word Og out of his mouth and see his face, he was like, Og.
Yeah, man. So
it's Big Willie style, man.
All I want to know is how bad was the bitch in the other wing of the house, man?
Are we still recording?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, no. We are not recording on here anymore. We don't need this, though, right? We got that.
Right, we got the task cam.
So we don't even really need this computer anymore.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. We need to. Yeah. You're right.
It's all. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't even have to bounce this out, though.
Yeah, you do. Because that's how we get it on SoundCloud so fast.
So I am recording. This motherfucker just froze on me, man.
Well, I mean, when it unfreezes, we still getting level, though, so it's not frozen. Something happened. But let's not worry about that.
We finally made it here.
Yeah, we've made it. Let's continue.
Let's get into it.
So, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Will. Let's start with this. Okay, what is your greatest experience in mutual infidelity? Let's start there. I think every man and woman that has had their fair share of relationship has had mutual agreed infidelity.
So I fell in love with a bust down. You know what I'm saying?
You wrote a song about it.
No, I didn't. That was low. No, that was me. I did write that song, didn't I? Yeah, I did.
You did.
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying, she opened my eyes to just not being so naive anymore. You know,
you gotta give those women credit because they play a vital role, just like the woman that's gonna hold you down.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like she definitely. So that was one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was with her, and she was with other guys, and I was not about that life. I was just like not about being out there.
You weren't out here getting your dick wet.
Yeah, basically, you know. And then I've also been around that Zaza. I had me a little slice of Zaza. You know what I'm saying? But it was Zaza. So everybody want the Zaza.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she'll take me around the motherfucker that's trying to hit my girl in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that was just like, I'm nothing to put up with this shit. I don't. Okay, like you buy an ounce of Zaza. You smoke a blunt of Zaza. You done had some Zaza. You can let the Zaza go. You know what
I don't know, man.
like,
I don't know.
I wasn't finna sit there and chase the Zaza and possibly get stabbed by some cartel member.
Oh, as you shouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck this. I go back to the motherland. Leave me alone.
I go back where I'm welcome.
Yeah, you know. And yeah, so those are my experiences. One was with a girl who was just out there doing it. You know,
Blatant disregard for you and your little feelings.
And then there was another girl who was just like, oh, everybody wants me. So either you're going to give me everything I want or I'm going to get a little bit here, there, and there.
So I guess what I'm asking you is what was the time where you were in full recognition of the power of your penis in contrast to the power of her vagina, and when she broke bad, you was like, okay, I'm going to do it too.
I've never been there.
Okay.
I've never been there.
So I've had that to a degree, right? Where it's been the illusion of some kind of common agreement as far as, see, and that's the thing. There was no emotional reliance. It was just a common agreement as far as sexual exclusivity.
All right.
Right? But when that goes bad, it's like you almost, when she break bad first, or see, Will and Jada is different, or so they say, because
they was doing stuff.
See, but they agreed to it, but I think that's after they got over them doing it to each other for so long. Like, man, we got to figure out a way to make this work.
Yeah.
So for me, I know it was like, okay, I'll keep this illusion with you, but I'm going to do me anyway, because the way you feel, I don't feel that way. But you're okay with feeling the way that you feel as long as I can cater to those feelings in the most minimalistic ways.
Yeah.
Like I can give you the least and go and do whatever I want to do.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Right? So when I think about those circumstances, like to be on the other end of that, to be on the receiving end, that's some shit.
Yeah, man, because it's weird how young black Twitter is like Uncle Will. You know, like Uncle Will, Fresh Prince has turned into Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All in order to keep Carlton and Ashley saying,
keep their ass afloat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the way I see it, man, so I mean, it's just like Cardi B and Offset. You know what I'm saying? It's exactly like Cardi B and Offset. How all these females was like, oh no, when 21 Savage was like, bring Offset up here. Get back with him. Get back with him. That's toxic masculinity. You can't make her get back with him. Can't nobody make anybody do shit. It's free will.
Yeah.
It's, at least on that level.
Now you coming back. You got the puns cracking now.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's free will. If she decides to get back with him, that's on her. You know what I'm saying? If Will Smith is hurt. Like you see it all in his face.
And
you know?
I think that's a result of what I'm talking about. Like, man, at some point, if you care about a motherfucker enough, if they offer you a compromise, you're gonna take it.
Yeah.
And that's the worst part. The worst thing you could do to yourself is take a compromise when you're not wrong.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've learned how to deal with people working my night job, and I've become somewhat of a haggler. Like I can talk you down.
Wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know one rule stands true.
Yeah.
He who speaks first loses.
You know what? You taught me something very important, and I reiterated this the other day. It's easier to apologize than to ask for permission.
Yeah, it's easy to ask for forgiveness instead of permission.
Yeah. And I think it's a whole lot of all of those concepts swirled around, right? And the reason why Will looks so sad and distraught is because he never thought he would have to display his compromises or their compromises for us to see.
Yeah, that's the hurt part. Because everybody, like, they've been talking about swinging and different relationships inside the relationship.
Right.
They've been talking about this shit for years.
Marital indiscretions, if you will.
Yeah.
Paul,
but,
I mean, no pun intended. The puns are crazy.
But it's never been this open.
No.
Like, there was never a name. There was never, like, you know Will Smith been in.
I mean, when are you going to see another Will Smith rom-com after this, though? Like, realistically, when the next time you going to see a PG Will Smith movie?
I don't know.
Like, man, now he got to be the raper, robber, and killer.
Why?
Because, man, it's the brand is fucked up. So now when the brand gets fucked up, they gotta get you in the role that's gonna get the most eyes. And the most eyes is gonna be Will the Killer. Killer Will.
Really Mad Will.
Really Mad Will. So we're going to have the prequel to I Am Legend, which is legendary, where he beats on his wife and finds the cure for cancer, which destroys the world on the farm.
Legendary.
Legendary. He beat the shit out them cows.
Get drunk and beat the goat. Come here, goat.
Nah, but I think there were compromises and concessions made for, the indiscretions, because I always feel like Jada was probably the alpha.
Man, this shit really froze, and I hope that we getting all of this stuff. No.
You see that? As long as those red lights are on, we good.
All right, cool.
I think Jada was always the alpha.
Because the way that they talked about meeting each other, he just walked up to her like, hey, you seen anybody? And she was like, no. And he was like, you are now.
But bruh, think about it like
this.
this.
She was like, okay.
When you the alpha, you can be put in any situation.
Yeah.
You capitalize and get gone.
Yeah, but this is whatchamacallit. We are talking about Tupac's woman.
That's what I was about to say. You remember the whole jealousy of Tupac thing?
Yeah. This is Tupac's woman.
So I'm thinking she always, because you got to think, right? You got the rich man, but then you got the rich woman.
Yeah.
It's a whole different kind of dynamic.
Yeah.
Like the
but
rich.
I don't see Beyonce doing that.
I don't see Beyonce doing anything but being great. Black excellence.
Yeah, I don't see Beyonce fudging like that.
But you see Rihanna doing it though.
But Rihanna's a single woman.
And a bad gal.
A bad gal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rihanna she is doing it for all the single ladies.
So what you saying is you can't see Beyonce displaying that level of infidelity with Jay-Z?
No. And if she does,
but why do you
I can't see her doing it. I can't see her letting him fuck it up.
But what's the veil that keeps you from seeing it?
Like,
what is it? Because I don't hold. I mean, if
you know what it is,
if you can't hold your girl to that standard, how can you hold Beyonce to that standard?
You know what it is, man.
What's that?
Happiness. Jada and Will look so happy. It's like, oh yeah, we're out here. You look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. When I think of Jay-Z, when I close my eyes and I think of Jay-Z and Beyonce and I picture them in front of me, I picture them looking at me like, you fucking up.
Yeah.
You're not good enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas Will Smith and Jada be like, hey, come on, get some of this pudding.
I think happiness looks the same for most couples. You know what happiness looks like? Happiness looks like when we finally make it home from being out all day, smiling, taking pictures with these tight-ass clothes on, and I can take this damn belt off and take these drawers off and scratch my balls and take my socks off.
Give you a high five and go in the room with August.
Right, and you can take your, and you can let your titties out of this bra and go and do whatever it is you're gonna do. Then we are truly happy because we're all doing exactly what we want to do.
I just don't see Jay-Z and Beyonce being as happy.
I don't know. I mean, look.
But they probably the happiest motherfucker. Like, she probably makes him rich man laugh.
But you got to think about it like
that. Like, I don't think Jay-Z makes that sound, but Beyonce probably bring it out of him, right?
I don't know.
Oh, Blue, you're so funny.
Y'all want some macaroni and cheese?
Jigga cook this.
Jigga, nigga.
Oh man.
You know what? This conversation makes me think of a character that was the point of a lot of controversy, and we no longer care about it. It makes me think about, what is his name? His name is Kenya Barris. It makes me think of Kenya Barris.
So, I mean, Kenya Barris wasn't wife swapping.
No.
So they say that Kenya Barris was with Diana Ross' daughter, Tracy Ellis Ross.
Tracy Ellis Ross.
That's who he was actually cheating on his wife with.
Yeah.
Was the woman who was playing his wife on his own TV show.
Exactly.
That's gangster.
Yeah. And then when we got Jay-Z and Beyonce, we got Becky with the good hair.
Yeah.
Like, things happen, and then people won't get back for the, like, even Will Smith said it, like, man, I'm gonna get you back.
Yeah. And she said, "You've already gotten me back." You know what I'm saying?
Cryptic.
Which was basically like Beyonce and Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. If Beyonce decided to go out right now and, I don't know, hit up what's her face husband.
Well, as much as I like to throw,
What's the daughter on the Cosby Show? The beautiful one.
Keisha Knight Pulliam.
No.
I don't know.
The light skinned one.
Olivia? Olivia was the light skin.
No, the oldest daughter.
Oh no, you talking about Mrs. Beatface.
Beatface.
Lenny Kravitz is Zoe Kravitz's mother.
Yeah. And now if Beyonce decided to go...
Cree Summers, right? No, it wasn't Cree Summers. It's
No.
I can't think of her name, but Zoe Kravitz's mother. Lisa Bonet. Yeah.
If Beyonce decided to go bone Lisa Bonet husband or whatever, you know.
Eric Benet. that's not right. That's not right. It just sounded good.
Michael Momoa.
I don't know.
What's his name? The big, strong Hawaiian motherfucker. Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Like I don't see anybody else boning Beyonce. I'm sorry, Jay-Z.
Look, I don't see any. First of all, I don't see anybody boning Beyonce.
I don't.
And second of all,
Beyonce is so proper, man.
I'm not the guy that's gonna sullen anyone's relationship that is perceptually happy. So I'll say congratulations, and I don't have anything to say about that. But let's say we have a rapper named Ray-Z and a singer named Fleonce. I'm sure that they have their separate indiscretions that we'll never know about, right? I mean, because at the end of the day, bro. Look, wait.
As a hustler.
Wait, man. What you have to remember is we're all humans and we all deal with silly ass emotions, right? And you imagine being away from your mate for months at a time.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You got all this money. Money's never gonna be a problem.
But Beyonce does surround herself with a lot of gay dudes. Like most, I ain't gonna say most of the dancers are gay.
So would you wait? This is great. So would you condone? Is it infidelity if your woman has paid homosexuals to sex her?
I mean,
because what is the infidelity? What is the irreconcilable differences? Her getting another penis, or her being fond of another man?
Yeah. So that's what it is for men and women. Mm-hmm. For women, I've seen, from what I've seen in the past, women aren't worried about. Well, so my cousin, my little cousin, he was in his human something class, and he basically said, women care about your heart. Like before there was houses and cars and electricity and shit, Like when it was just human animal life, it was, you know what I'm saying? A woman doesn't care who you go and fuck. A woman needs you to bring food home for the family. You know what I'm saying? So when you out there boning, whoever you boning, that's okay. But you can't give another woman your heart. For a woman, it's the heart. Because once you give your heart to another woman, you give your food to another woman. And now your kids over here and your woman over here are starving to death as the man who goes out and hunts and gathers.
Right, that
You know what I'm
time is
saying?
allotted to you taking care of your damn family.
You know what I'm saying? Now for women,
Is that how Mexicans work?
no, let me tell you the women part.
Okay.
For women, it's a man would rather you give your heart to another man, but keep your vagina for me, because as a hunter-gatherer, I don't want to have to feed children who aren't mine. So for men, it's more of a physical thing. I don't want to feed kids who aren't mine. For women, it's more of a mental thing because I want to make sure that you keep feeding your kids.
So see, you talking about, for the man, very controllable circumstances, right? So if this is a homosexual man that's straight for pay, that's sterilized, that can't have kids, then does it become okay for her to get that outside meat every now and again when she's feeling a little?
No, it had to be a straight dude for
Right. For the continuity of the pussy.
yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So even all right. Let's
But
say
now,
it's-
if he couldn't have kids,
right.
and she just wanted to feel good because she ain't felt good in a long time, Miss Pinkett Smith, Pinkett Smith Shakur.
I don't like what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't like what you're doing.
But like, if there's no possibility, bro, she probably already through menopause, right? These motherfuckers is like, oh,
Yeah, they're
and
pretty
Will
old.
Smith is like 50.
Yeah.
Like August Alsina wasn't finna put no Smiths in there.
I imagine once you get a certain amount of money and you hit a certain age, if you don't want to have kids, you're not gonna have them.
But she's like not 10 years older than us. She's like 15 years older than us, right?
No, Jada is like 20 years older than us.
Yeah, so she couldn't have kids 5 years ago.
I mean, we only 34 though.
But 54 is
You can still bear children.
not
at
at
that
54. Nah, you can't. What's the oldest?
You gonna ask Siri?
Hey Siri.
Okay, so anywho, the only reason why I asked that question is because I want to get an idea of the feeling, the amount of nerve that you gotta have to go along with circumstances like that for the preservation of an emotion. Because if it's all for love, all of these things that you agree with and you go along with are for the preservation of the emotion, to keep that emotion of love alive, right? So I think about my woman. Like, we had this conversation before. Is infidelity a deal breaker? And I say that depends on what your projection is for your relationship, and if it's just a sexual thing, is there a path to redemption? And you think about it, right? Like, some pussy shouldn't result in you losing your whole family and everything that you worked for years.
Yeah.
A shot of pussy, just a shot, like one shot. Like, of course, you're gonna be you have to pay your penance, but you shouldn't lose everything.
I don't know. Capitalism. I don't know anything but capitalism.
Yeah, I
Like-
struggle with that because I guess we live. It's capitalism and
Because
emotions.
you can pay for a shot of pussy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
Like,
there.
like if you find
Like-
out I tricked off and paid for a shot of pussy, I don't even know this woman's real name.
Yeah.
I use protection.
Yeah.
There's nothing to worry about
Yeah.
other than I was in some other pussy.
Yeah.
Like,
But
is
now-
that worth taking me out of your whole life equation?
No. But now if you have a girlfriend This is what I'm saying about emotional and hearts.
Right.
and
If I
shit.
got a girlfriend I'm playing footsies and shit with.
Yeah, you pillow talking,
Laying up and cooking and all of that dumb shit. Yeah.
And then you come home and you bring me a motherfucking Kate Spade bag and you gave this bitch a Birkin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's literally taking food out of your children's mouth.
Going over here and watching Netflix and coming home and going to sleep.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're not part of the family anymore. You're just the family's wallet.
So I say, man.
But even that can go away. You know?
So in these cases like this, I think, man, anything other than trying to have the status quo is foolish to a degree if you think it's going to be rock solid.
So...
Because it's like, it's too many variables. It's already hard enough to play it straight.
So now what about this? What if I tell you August Alsina is dropping music soon?
I'll say, who's he fucking?
It's the bullshit. Like,
yeah.
I think this might be the worst rollout in music history.
You remember I said it, rollouts is corny, man.
Yeah. This might be the weirdest rollout ever.
Yeah, this is August Alsina. Make sure y'all check out my new album, King Corn. on all streaming platforms.
Yeah. Shouts out to Jada and Will.
Shouts out to Pharrell and Freddie Gibbs.
You gonna make this happen, man. All the pretty girls say Freddie.
Yeah.
Freddie.
Yeah. Nah, but I mean that's my true opinion though. I mean, if you're gonna do it, which I would say, man, once you make it into a different tax bracket, you have a whole different level of challenge when it comes to continuity of a family.
Wow. I didn't even think about the fucking tax brackets and the next level of pussy.
Yeah, like it's a whole nother level of not only pussy, but it's a whole nother level of submissiveness.
But look, this is what I was thinking. Who has $10,000 to spend on a fucking counter or on a treasure chest made out of pure oak? You know what I'm saying? Who got $10,000 to go on Wayfair and spend this? You know what I'm saying? Like once you
did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did.
Once you get into that tax bracket,
I see what you did.
It's like, okay, Jada, you can fuck August Alsina.
I'm about to buy this cabinet off of Wayfair.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow. I got 10,000. Boom, 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 boom. I got 30,000. I want 3 cabinets.
Now we have to stop.
Oh, bitch.
So due to technical difficulties, we have to end the show prematurely. But
stack and pray.
Yeah. Hustle and motivate. Once again, make sure you follow us on all social media at The Faculty Lounge. That's DA Faculty Lounge. I am at Chicago Fog.
I am at Anonymous. That is ENONOMOS.
The best barbecue sauce in the Midwest.
Oh, yes.
Make sure you check out our girl Breezy at WLC Clothing. She's got a lot of dope shit going on over there. Go and get you a t-shirt or something.
Yeah.
Bish.
Yeah.
Make sure you like and subscribe to us on YouTube. That's youtube.com/Faculty Lounge.
Turn that red button. No. Yeah, turn that red button gray.
You're messing up my flow.
My bad.
Soundcloud.com/Faculty-Lounge and search Faculty Lounge on Spotify, and our podcast should pop right up. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back next week with episode 96. And
in the other half of this conversation.
Yeah, in the other half of this conversation. So in closing, what time is it?
Time to get back to the students.
Double salute. Thanks for watching and listening. Peace.